Hello, Technophiliacs. My name's Justin Pott, and I'm in Boulder, Colorado. With me today, through the magic of the internet, is James Bruce in England. Hey, James, what's going on?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I got a little bit of a cold, so I
Glad to
might
hear
sound a bit dodgy.
Okay. Also with me today is Dave LeClaire in Connecticut. Dave, what's up?
What's up, bitches? I missed you
As
guys.
always, we're going to start the show off by talking a little bit about what it is we've been using in the world of technology lately, and we'll also talk about the headlines that's coming up in a bit. But first, let's get to what we've been using. James, what do you got for us this week?
So this week, Mountain Lion was announced, and along with it came Messages. Messages, the iOS app that lets you send free messages, multimedia or text messages between iPhones and iPads and things like that. And so along with the announcement came a beta of Messages for the desktop,
Okay, how is it?
which I've been using. Well, it's buggy as hell. I've had the same notifications stuck in my taskbar now for days. It won't go away, so it is buggy, and things like it's not quite synced between the iPhone and the desktop version yet.
Okay.
I mean, for what it is, I've been able to send messages from the computer to my wife's iPhone. I've tested that
And
far.
it's like a free version of a text message, basically?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you have it. No, you don't have an iPhone, do you? No, sorry.
No.
Dave, you use it on your iPhone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's lets you talk to people using your data connection instead of your text messages.
Okay.
Right.
If they also have an iPhone.
No, I've read about this feature. Okay.
Yeah. Seems like
Now
it'd
you
be
can
pretty
do
cool
this.
to use on the computer, but I guess it's not worth downloading right now if it's all buggy and stuff. I don't really see the point.
Yeah.
Well, it does work in the sense that you can send messages to the phone. It's just that when my wife sent messages back to me, they didn't go to my phone. They went to my desktop instead. I don't know if that's intended or if it's a bug. It seems like it should be going everywhere, but maybe there's still some things to work out there.
So I've been doing something similar with Google Voice for a couple of years. Have either of you used that?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can send free text messages to the States and Canada with that.
Cool.
But it's not a desktop app. So how does this work? You've got just like a iMessage type program on your desktop, or?
Well, it's called Messages, but yeah, it looks exactly the same.
It replaces iChat, right?
Yes.
Sorry, iMessage, iChat, whatever.
Yeah, so it's a replacement for
one of those
iChat.
I things.
We'll get more onto replacement names later, actually, when we talk about Mountain Lion. But for now, Messages beta is out, and you can go download it from the link we'll probably post with this, I guess.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Dave, what you got this week?
So this week we're gonna stick on the video game tip because I've been playing. It came out on Tuesday. Went and picked up the new UFC game. So
Okay.
for those unfamiliar, UFC is that's the fighting organization, the mixed martial arts you could call it. And so they come out with a new game yearly, like pretty much every sports game. And I got to say they are suffering from the yearly thing because it's not enough changes. It's very, very similar to the old game, which isn't necessarily bad because the old game was good. But I would
Yeah.
like to have seen a little more new stuff. But if you're a big MMA fan like me, it's still worth playing just because you get to, fight as George St. Pierre and Brock Lesnar and all your favorite fighters. So if you like MMA, I would still pick it up or maybe at least rent it to see if it's something you want to do, if they still rent games or if you have GameFly. But it's not bad. It's just a little much more the same.
Is that a Connect
So a
title?
lot of the... Go ahead.
Sorry,
What'd you say, James?
is that a Connect title? Like-
No, that's the UFC trainer. This is the UFC Undisputed 3. This is the game where it's a fighting game, like Street Fighter or whatever, but it's with mixed martial arts rules and you have takedowns and submissions and all that good stuff. So it's definitely it's not a Kinect game. You don't jump around and punch pads with Dan Hardy like in the commercial for Kinect, but it's but it's definitely not bad. It's got online play, but the servers are broken right now, so you can't really connect. There's like a message that comes up on the screen when you turn the game on that says, we apologize, but we're having some issues with our online play. So
That
that's kind of a
sucks.
problem, but I suck anyway, so I'd probably get raped if I played online anyway. So, but yeah, so if you like UFC, you should probably at least check the game out. I think you'll have fun. It's something always cool to just play as your favorite fighters and stuff, play against your favorite fighters.
So a lot of the appeal of fighting games to me is the altered physics, where like you punch a guy and you go flying across the room. This isn't like that at all. It's going to be pretty much based on reality.
Yeah, very, very. The physics. That's actually one thing I have to say about the game. The physics feel very good, very very real. So that is actually one part that they do nail. The physics are good, but yeah, if you're used to like Street Fighter where you can shoot fireballs and jump up in the air, and if you're going into that game like as that kind of a fan, this isn't the game for you. This is a game made for people who are fans of MMA. If you're not a fan of MMA, you're probably going to think it's boring because you're not going to be able to relate to who all the fighters are, and it's not going to mean anything to you. So, just like if you're playing a hockey game or something, you know what I mean? You're not going to...
Yeah.
If you're not a hockey fan, you're not going to enjoy NHL 12, but you might enjoy like those Blitz games or NBA Jam or whatever, Yeah. Same kind of idea.
Okay. So it's more focused on realism than an arcade-style play.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Cool. Well, we got anything else to add about these things? We'll, of course, be talking more about Mountain Lion when we get to the headlines here.
Don't you have something to talk about?
Yeah, I do. I have been trying to set up my media system to work as well as possible, and this week the XBMC Beta 3 came out. Man, they gotta come up with a better name. XBMC, named after the Xbox Media Center, which it no longer runs on. It's a desktop media center program that you can run on a computer that's hooked up to your TV, or put on your laptop and hook that up to your TV, doesn't matter. It catalogs your media nicely, lets you browse it, and has a bunch of plugins to get media from all the sources you expect. I am really excited about it because I think I mentioned earlier that I used to use Boxy, but it started to suck, and this has become a really nice replacement. It's a bit more work to get it set up, but I've got Hulu, all my favorite TV stations set up, Reddit TV so I can watch Cats, and
your favorite adult websites?
I try to.
Bangbros.net, .com, whatever it is. Tube galore. He's got them all set up. All the essentials.
Stop. What?
Those are the only porn sites I know the names of.
So much.
Did you just say your favorite TV show Cats? As in the musical Cat?
I have Reddit so I can watch Cats.
What's Cats?
And other videos on Reddit.
Okay, I see.
Who cares about cats?
Yes.
I thought that was like a TV show of the musical or something. No.
I wouldn't mind a TV show of just cats. Like
Andrew Lloyd
around.
Webber presents Cats, the Saturday morning cartoon. No, that's not what it is. No.
So look, what's
Extreme Cats?
What's new about Beta 3 compared to Beta 2?
I've been using Beta 2. Beta 3, a lot of things are just a lot quicker. It's more stable. You can tell that they're pretty much polished up. But if you've been using Plex, James, have you been using it or just set it up for fun?
Oh, no, I use it.
Yeah,
but really only for movies.
This a lot faster. Yeah, okay. I find it a lot faster. And
so there's no new features or anything?
Netflix and stuff like that. There's a bunch of new features. It supports AirPlay natively, which I don't think the old version did.
As in AirPlay to or from?
You can use it as speakers. So if you have it set up on your TV, you can send stuff from it to there. You can
just speakers, no video?
I don't know about video. I haven't tried that. All my videos are on that computer, so there's no point in me trying it.
Cool.
So you can look into that. It does a lot more. They're working really hard on it. Plex and Boxy are both based on it. So any features that end up in one of those usually makes its way back because of the way open source code works, and it's awesome.
Cool.
So try it out.
Yay, open source.
Hooray. Yeah. Should we go ahead and move on to the headlines then?
Sounds good.
I think we
top
may.
Story this week. Mountain Lion is coming to a Mac near you. Details about Apple's upcoming operating system surfaced this week, and the order of the day seems to be making OS X more iOS-like. Is this the beginning of the end or a new revolution in computing? James, let's go through the features.
All right, so we got messages, which I already talked about, right? They've renamed Contacts and Calendar which was previously iCal and Address Book, just for consistency. I don't know. Notifications is coming. Just the same it is on iOS with, a little, you pull down a black bar and it's got all your notifications there. I'm sure that'll piss off some Growl users. Let's see, what else? There's... one of the big
Growl's
ones...
been around so long that it almost seems like it's built into OS X. I forget it's not.
Right.
So it's kind of weird that they're now, in 2012, finally building this in.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
So programs that output to Growl, will that support this new one, or...?
I don't think they're compatible, no. It'll just be a new system.
Okay.
Which is cool. One of the bigger things is a new app called Gatekeeper, or I don't know if it's an app or just built-in function. And basically it's going to stop you installing malware. Or, to be more precise, non-verified, non-code-signed apps. So this is quite a big move, actually. The default settings are that you can only install things from developers who are recognized and who have code-signed their apps. The other settings are...
Does it cost money to code sign your apps?
Well, you have to be an Apple developer. I mean, that's $99 a year. Same as on iOS, really. Nothing different there.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a pretty big deal, though, because for a long time people have enjoyed installing open source software and hacking it themselves on their Apple, and to do so now you got to turn off security settings.
Yes. So by default, that's the default option, only from registered developers. But you can turn it off. It's got like a super user mode for installing anything you like. And then the other option is to take it even more severely. The other option is only from the Apple Mac App Store.
Wow. Which is probably what Apple's long-term goal is, like to make default.
Yeah, maybe.
People are going to have to start jailbreaking their MacBooks to get them to do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the option is still there to install anything you like for the power users, so they can't get too angry. It's not like Windows saying you can't install Linux, let's say, for a good comparison.
But this is a transitional phase.
Well, Mac already makes it as hard as possible to install Linux, so that's a moot point.
Fair enough.
This is a transition. Next thing you know, they're going to bring us down. Fight the power.
Well, it does seem like Apple's plan is to take more and more control of its platform to stop people from installing free or like apps that they don't have say over. Do you get that feeling from this announcement?
I don't think that's what their goal is. I think it's just stopping the malware, like they say.
Okay. Is there any malware? I didn't realize.
Well, there was like one bit of malware that's obviously got to them. They're like absolutely not going to tolerate that kind of stuff. Okay. So then they built this Gatekeeper. I think fair enough. And a lot of developers are coming out in support of it anyway. So that's cool. Let's see, other features, Game Center. Now this one's really exciting because it's not just the equivalent of Game Center for OS X. It's actually going to enable cross-platform gaming. So right now you can play iPhone versus iPad on certain games. Lots of board games, for instance, that I review all the time. We got that, and now they're bringing in the Mac into that too. So you'll be able to play between the Mac, the iMac, the iPad, and the iPhone, which is really exciting, actually.
Obviously, some games are going to work better on an iPad than on a Mac, so there's going to have to be some kind of way to determine which games work where.
Well, they're going to have to be designed for the Mac. It's not just you can't just play. They're not bringing a simulator to let you play iPad games on the Mac. But if they're designed to be cross-gamed, then you can bet they will be.
Okay. I see that they're renaming various programs to bring them into sync with the iOS.
Yeah, I talked about... We said they renamed calendars and contacts, right? Calendar and contacts, yeah.
They're getting rid of all that I stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to take... If they're getting away from the I thing, do you think the next iPhone is just going to be called, like, phone?
They're going to copyright the word phone. The right to use
Come to the store and buy the Apple phone.
No, just